I learned recently that compassion means to suffer with. And I thought, I don't know about that word. I want to offer myself what I think is self-compassion, but this whole idea of still suffering with myself, that word just didn't hit me right. So I came to the word of kindness, self-kindness. And to me, that's more treating ourselves as if our intrinsic worth is unconditional. And that means even if we fall short of our own expectations or others' expectations of us, and how do we practice this? What are we looking at in like our thoughts, our behaviors, the language we use when we speak to ourselves or about ourselves, something to kind of explore a little bit. So as we go through this recovery journey, such a big part of this, as you guys are learning, is reawakening, or for me, it was not even reawakening. It was the first time I'd ever had any awareness of this, that the role that our thoughts and our emotions play on our health, right? Like these things have a very, very real impact, these thoughts and emotions, on our literal physical health, and then I started to realize this, and I know this is different for everyone, but the more I started to realize how much my thoughts and emotions played a role, and I started to really look back at a lot of my past, things that I perceived as crashes at the time, or these really hard spirals that I went through. And I also went through a period of time where I had a lot of pretty negative emotions about myself. I felt a lot of things, a lot of self-blame at times, and feelings like shame and guilt. And even though I was on these calls like this, and the coaches were telling me, it's not my fault that I got sick. It's not your fault that these big things in life happen, big viruses, big traumas, big things stack up. And, I knew that, but there was also still a part of me that had kind of that self-blame kind of creeping around in the background. And the more I went through this journey, and something started to shift in me, because I realized that when I was talking or thinking negatively or unfavorably about myself, I was actually talking about like a younger, less experienced, less knowledgeable, and even a bit traumatized version of myself. And I was judging her and how she managed to survive, and the honest truth is she survived a lot. But I was being mean to this person who actually saved my life, the person who got me alive to this space and this particular timeline where I could do the deep work to really recover and heal. And a person who didn't give up, just like each and every one of you on this call who hasn't given up, each and every one of you on this call. You guys are some of the strongest, most resilient people who have persevered to be here, to show up to these calls, to be into this program, to still be working on your health and your recovery. And I just want to take a moment to say that's huge. That's incredible.